competition at my table was these two. Huh. They look younger than me. Huh?
あれ、お前ら学校のクラスメイトだよな。
あ、どうも。富田です。彼は岡村です。
Yeah, new humans. Tomita and Okamura. Okamura-kun greeted me by nodding his head. So my opening round was to be against my juniors from school. Just saying, but it seemed like a pretty easy matchup. Lucky. Time to destroy them without mercy.
じゃあみんな、それぞれに対戦ゲームを決めて始めてちょうだい。
With Mion's declaration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Are you going out now? Okay. Everybody was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they started. Even my two classmates, who seemed taciturn at first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course I would kick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game your opponent was good at.
悪いな。どれも知らないゲームなんだ。もっと知名度の高いやつにしてくれ。
Of course, they didn't agree to the games I suggested either. I could only smirk bitterly. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on a game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on a game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought a board game from the back of the store. It was a game called Billionaire. That's fitting. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. That damn shop owner, was he using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell?
これなら俺も知ってるよ。二人も知ってるよな。ルーレットを回してゴールを目指す。
So, life.
最後に生産して一番お金を持ってるやつが勝ちだ。
Yep, life. The two nodded in agreement, and finally the game was underway. I've already forgotten their names. I have a feeling they'll never come up again. At that time, I already had a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realize why until the game progressed a bit.
1、2、3、4。出産祝いをもらう。全員から5000ドルもらう。悪いね。
Okay, I've built a bit of a lead.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8と。ボーナス。銀行から10万ドルもらう。
Huh? The tables were turned in an instant?
1、2、3。出世コースに進む。
That's a good route. It seemed like my only piece was landing on the steady spaces. I had doubts as to why Mion didn't bring out board games for club activities, but that reason was laid bare to me before my eyes. That's right. I'd only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck. What could I possibly do to make sure I ended up in first place at the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands. How were the other club members doing? My eyes naturally wandered off to the other tables. Mion's table was... what? They weren't doing anything? Had they still not decided on a game? This naive idea, this existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility. Mion was lounging about, leisurely holding some juice she bought from the vending machine outside in one hand. When our eyes met, she gave me a look of ease. It couldn't be she'd already finished. What game was it? That easily? It's probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started, and her two opponents were already beyond her course. They were sitting there slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they'd find no answer. Was there any reason for their defeat other than they sat at the same table as Mion? Then what about Reina's table? The spectators were causing quite a commotion. It looked like their game was Karuta. The shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Reina tended to dawdle along and space out a lot. Wouldn't you have a hard time with this game?
じゃあ読みますよ。犬も歩けばくたびれる。
At the same instant the shop owner began sounding out the words, the card in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, the face of the earth. Impossible! Where'd it go? It was against Reina's cheek. She was rubbing it there.
はあ、かいいよ。お持ち帰り。
Looking at the card Reina was rubbing against her cheek, it was some anime-themed version of Karuta, with rather cute moe illustrations decorating the cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty dog girl with a slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a chain. With those types of pictures, even I could play with godlike speed. Of all the people to play that game, it had to be Reina. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier.
決まったね。
Mion smiled coolly. Seeing no further reason to keep watching, she turned back.
かいいかいい。レナ、勝ってもこのカルタちゃんと買うよ。お持ち帰り。はう。
After that, the second the cards started being read out, bam! Bam! Such decisive sounds echoed. Well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seems she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration is that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decreases, it becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. It wouldn't be exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away as the winner. The cards still in play had decreased. If you memorize the cards that have been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Is memory copyrighted? Probably not. Satoko probably knew all the positions of the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. If her opponent followed up, the match would be decided.
北条、悪いけど、僕も優勝賞金を狙ってるんだ。悪く思うなよ。
This guy, did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? Now see, when they said concentration, I was thinking of that one game where you have where you have basically a big plastic tray that kind of sits there and waits for a while, but it's on a timer, and at the end of the timer it pops up and scatters pieces everywhere, and you kind of have to match. Yeah, you've seen it before. He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed.
決まったな。
I whispered that in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
そんな。確かにここはハートのエース。
Oh, now we know what Rika's playing. Oh, Satoko. So wait, they were playing it with cards? Huh, with just normal playing cards? Huh. The other two at my table turned around in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them certain that the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There's no way. I must be seeing things. It must have been because I was excited. So assured in his victory, the stress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle's over.
あら、ケイチさんの勝負はまだつきませんの？センスないですわね。
With a refined tone of voice reserved for only winners, Satoko called out to me. For the casual observer, it must have looked like she only eked out a victory. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of winner and loser had already been decided. It was nothing more than child's play. The laughable part about it was that her opponent didn't know his role had already been assigned. I hate hidden role games that they assign it too early.
やるじゃねえか。ハートのエースなんておしゃれな罠をかけやがって。
相手を仕留める罠はほんのちょっぴり。それも1個で十分ですのよ。
Nice dig. Satoko was a trapper. You will play her card. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting off only one trap was more than enough? Huh, ain't that cool. The fact that the other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to my impatience and my own lack of progress. Alright, how was Rika-chan doing? How was our club's sly little fox doing? What the heck is that? Over in that corner, the mood at that table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika-chan's table was... You know that battery-powered fishing game? The one where the fish opened and closed their mouths as they rotated on a platform and you used the magnetic fishing rod to pick them up? Yeah, that old thing. It seemed they planned on competing by seeing who could catch the most fish, but... it had become an atmosphere you could hardly call competitive.
わあ、釣れましたですよ。うまいうまい。リカちゃんうまいよ。おっとっと、また釣られちゃったよ。リカちゃんはうまいな。
I knew that Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but... brilliantly played. That corner had become an informal meeting of the Rika Furude fan club.
リカちゃんの圧勝だよ。圧勝だよ。リカちゃん、お魚釣りうまいんだね。
リカちゃんが釣ってるのは多分魚じゃないと思うな。
Probably. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard.
リカにしかできない、リカだから許される大技ですわね。
Yeah. A masterful technique.
前原さんの番ですよ。
ああ、すまんすまん。俺の番か。1、2、脱税の追徴課税。5万ドル支払う。
In contrast, my game. What an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping across my face, my companions came to see how I was doing.
あれ？ケイチ君、ひょっとして苦戦かな？苦戦かな？岡村、あなた今いくらぐらい持ってますですの？
not good.
98万ちょいくらいかな。富田はどれくらいお金持ちですか？僕は
So
88
one
万。
has just shy of a million, one has just shy of 900,000. What you want to bet we don't even have six figures?
まだまだ逆転できる位置だね。
Those two, it looked like they would easily surpass $1 million.
で、ケイちゃんはいくら持ってんの？
Neon's tone of voice was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president.
仕方ねえだろ。このゲームルーレット回す以外に何も作戦がないんだぜ。イカ様があるとしたらなんだよ。二人に目をつぶって100数えてもらってその隙にルーレットに細工でもするのか？そんなのできるわけねえだろ。
He's getting angry. Rika-chan gently pet my head. Still, she wasn't too happy.
ブー様ですわね。一度は好敵手と思ったのに幻滅でしたよ。投げちゃダメだよ、ケイイチ君。何か逆転があるはずだよ。頑張ろう。最後まで頑張ろう。
Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback with this game relying entirely on luck? Right? Mion? Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent, like she was watching something completely unexciting. She then turned her back without saying a word.
おい、いや。
It was a pathetic voice that irked even myself.
失望したよ。みんな本気なのに、ケイちゃんだけは本気になってくれなかったね。
本気ってなんだよ。気合でルーレットの目をコントロールしろってのかよ。そんなのできるかよ。
本気のケイちゃんならそのゲームでも開始10秒で蹴りをつけてたね。
みーちゃん、そんなに怒ることないよ。待ってよ。
Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the shop. Yeah, we are loser. Maybe it was because it had become an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed from around my table. Damn it. Are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I were serious, I would have settled this game of chance in 10 seconds? If I were serious... Everybody was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Was it because I wasn't serious? Ugh.
ゲーム進めます？
The two of them were timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence.
前原君は投了でいいかな。
The owner, thinking I was forfeiting, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let loose a howl and awakened. I get it now, Mion. What it means for me to be serious. I'll show you! Bamf! I clamped my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice after pulling them closer.
富田君、岡村君、取引しよう。俺を勝たせろ。
The two of them, not immediately understanding what I had just said or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused.
前原さん、暴力はなしですよ。ちゃんとゲームで勝敗を。
話は最後まで聞け。お前らの望みは何だ？ 優勝して5万円か？
そりゃそうですよ。5万なんて大金二度とないチャンスですよ。
仮に優勝したとして、お前らその5万で何をする？どんな楽しみ方をする？
The two of them considered it briefly.
新しいゲーム買うとか、お菓子とか、ジュースとか。
小せえ小せえ。バカかお前ら。
じゃあ前原さんが勝ったらどんな楽しみ方があるって言うんですか？
俺か？そこが本題だ。今から言うことを黙って聞け。
Yeah, the name coloring is nice. We club members have the penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize of being able to order the other club members around.
まず富田君、君は里子萌えだよな。否定すんな。そして岡村君、君は理科萌えだな。
Oh no. We're going there, are we?
赤くなるな。
I drew the two of them, red-faced and conscious of whether anybody else heard what I just said, even closer.
おい。一緒。男の推薦、男のロマン。例えるなら、永遠にたどり着けないエデンの園。
We're literally going to do that. We're literally going here, aren't we?
だけど目指すんだろ。それは俺たちのハートに熱い魂が燃えよと叫ぶからだ。
Speak for yourself. That sensitive age where you couldn't say you liked the girl you liked. Understanding that gave me all the more power.
俺が優勝したら富田君、里子を一日首輪付きで君の妹にしてあげよう。
We're going there. A red fountain spewed from both of Tomita-kun's nostrils.
そして岡村君、君には猫耳リカちゃんに手綱をつけてお散歩させてあげよう。
Blood erupted from the vein in Okamura-kun's forehead.
そんな
うるさいんだ。
あの
お前たちは俺に無理やり付き合わされたことにすればいいんだ。前原先輩のわがままの犠牲者なだけいやいやでいいんだよ。分かってる。お前たちの胸の内は全部分かってる。
Then I suddenly lowered the tone of my voice.
俺は灰色の学校生活を送ってきた。それがどんなにつまらなく人生の大切な時間を浪費したことになるのか身をもって知った。
I think they were both penalties involved in that one game. I don't think he was the one that wrote them all, though. I think other people wrote those. Specifically, we're pretty sure Mion wrote both those in hopes that Keiichi would get hit with them.
だから後輩のお前たちにはそんな時間を過ごしてほしくないんだよ。自分に素直になれ、夢を追え、そして叶えろ。俺が叶えてやる。
Yeah, never said specifically who wrote which punishment. It was at this moment the values of men bridged generations. Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke my mind for me so strongly? Okay, Mion wrote the swimsuit. Okay. Never! There was no way there was. That's because in a man's lifetime, he'll only have 3 fateful encounters. That valuable first time was being experienced right with these two.
じゃあ いいな。行くぞ。せーの。ゲーム終了。
It was such an assertive declaration of the game's ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit, and all the spectators certain of my loss.
ケイイチさん、どうなりましたの？勝敗は？
俺の完全勝利だ。
なんですって？あの状況、どうやってひっくり返しましたの？
家庭なんか必要ないよな。男と男の決着だよな。ああ、みんな。
The two of them, stifling tears of gratitude, answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred here? See, that's how you spell miracle. Occurred here during those 3 minutes, and the spectators all looked away from my utter disadvantage? Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Yeah, he needs a meat wall. We're just gonna say he probably should build that meat wall up reasonably soon. The spectators were puzzled as how I was able to so quickly overcome that hopeless situation. That guy, is he able to control the spinner wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle! What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that Mion, you know. There's no doubt he had some strange trick up his sleeve. I looked at the crowd, who couldn't help but be excited out of the corner of my eye. Now fully awakened and in battle mode, I let out a derisive laugh.
これが俺の本気ってことだよ。ミオ。
遅えっての。
Baring our fangs at each other, we laughed together in a most unsightly fashion.
じゃあこれで部活メンバーが全員1回戦突破ですわね。ということは今度はみんなで対決だね。対決だね。僕はもう賞金で買うものを決めていますです。
Yeah.
もちろんですわ。
Satoko and Reina smiled, sneered, at each other. Those guys. Do they really think they can win against Keiichi Maebara when he gets serious?
ミオ。失敗だったな。お前はさっき俺に助言すべきじゃなかったぜ。
ひよこが。 私に勝つなんて100万光年早いって。
ミオ。光年は距離の単位だぞ。
Just like parsecs. Oh, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed.
どうするのみーちゃん。5人でどう戦うのかな。
さてこれだけ豪華な面々が揃ったんだからね。今日という日を急ぐのが惜しいよ。
みーの言ってる意味が難しいです。
まさかてめえ。
Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape, as she turned her back to the table.
今日の勝負を部長園崎ミオンが預からせてもらうよ。勝負方法と日時は未定。ギャラリーは多い方がいいね。南沢も沖宮も全ての人間の目の前で。 これ以上ないくらい徹底的な決着をつけてあげるよ。
Oh, good. We're gonna have a grand thing, are we?
逃げる気ですの？いくらミオさんでも卑怯ですことよ。
ひよこが生かされたことにまだ気づかんか。
The combative aura billowing out of Mion's body formed a barrier, stopping Satoko's advance.
また会いましょう。せいぜい首でも洗っとくことね。
With a shrill laugh, Mion left the store. After a moment of silence, the crowd erupted into cheers. When will they resume the contest? Mion's serious! The other members did great too! That new guy, Maebara, he's got some strange power! He turned the tables in an instant.
絶対優勝してくださいよ。おう、ミオンなんざ逆さにしてサンズの川に叩き込んでやるぜ。
Dunk someone like Mion into the river Styx. You know, you keep saying things like that, it's gonna come back to haunt you. I'm just warning you there, Keiichi. The part of the crowd that had apparently overheard the covenant between Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, and myself erupted into a cheer again. Mion's gonna win anyways. She's the undefeated Empress! I'm betting on Mion! Nah, it's gonna be Reina with that ungodly speed. Satoko the trap artist. Rika the siren. It may be a long shot, but it'll be Maebara. However, right now I had no ear for those cheerful voices. Setting the stage for this huge match and then running away like that, I wasn't gonna forgive Mion. Outside of the store, Mion was getting on her bike as the shop owner was seeing her off.
逃げるな、ミオン。部長なら逃げるな。俺と戦え。
ごめんケイちゃん、私これからバイト。
Eh? Like you would see in a sketch comedy show, my legs slipped in opposite directions while I was doing the splits.
うん。
I know that's a violent word, but still, I think it fits here.
ケイイチくんがゲームしてる間にみーちゃんに電話があったの。残念だね。
せっかく暑くなってきたのについてないよ。おじさんの店でさ、特売にお客が殺到してるらしくてさ、レジが足りないから助けてって電話があったんだよ。
おじさんってなんだ、スーパーの店長でもやってんのか。
ささやかなお店だけどね。でもさ、特売やれば主婦が殺到するの常識で読めないのかね。店員足りないのに卵1パックを一人様1点限り10円なんてやるな。
Those are pretty cheap cartons of eggs. I was a little surprised. You'd never think that this was the club president exuding such a dark aura inside the store just a short time ago. It was the usual Mion right now, almost exasperatingly so. My shoulders slumped. That's right. Club mode was over now. But it was really heated today. It really was fun. Damn, Mion, she really knows how to fire people up.
私こそ頭がジンジンしびれるくらい燃え上がったよ。特にケイちゃん、怖かった。あの場で本当に噛み殺されるんじゃないかって思ったね。
お仕事だから仕方ないけど、 本当に残念だね。この続き本当にやりたいですわね。いつがいいでございましょう。綿流しのお祭りでやるのなんていいですよ。
Oh god. That's still around.
綿流し祭五強爆闘か。
Let's not call it that.
そうだね。考えておくかな。
Right now, what were Rika-chan and Neon talking about? Watanagashi Festival? Cotton Drifting 5 Demon what?
私、週刊漫画みたいないい加減なノリ大好きなんだ。こんな痛快な部活が近いうちにまたできるといいね。
She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking at it. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. Is he giving it to us?
今日はみんな本当にありがとう。おかげでイベントは大盛り上がりだったよ。大したものじゃないけど、これ今日のおだちに。
あ、吉郎おじさん。私にはないの？おだちん。
Uncle? Apparently, Keiichi does not know what Watanagashi is.
あらあらあら、かわいいのが出てきましたわよ。
When Satoko and Rika-chan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside.
わあ、これかわいい。お持ち帰りしていいの？本当に？
ってことは俺のもかな。お、なんだかやたら可愛いのが出てきたぞ。
It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Reina's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too.
ケイちゃんには一番似合わないのが出てきちゃったね。
なんつうのか、プリティっていうかキュートっていうか、可愛いのは認めるんだが、着せ替え人形はちょっとな。
Not exactly up your alley there, Keiichi, huh?
ケイちゃんが持ってたら確実に明日からあれな趣味の人扱いだね。
Mion didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me should be carrying around. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, after briefly considering, I gave it to Reina instead. Wow, different artwork of these two! That is an awfully big doll, I'll say that. That is an amazingly large doll.
くれるの？レナに？ありがとう。
保身のためだよ。
Just protecting myself.
レナにあげないと夜道が怖い。
違いない違いない。
ミオンにあげようかと思ったけど、ちょっと違うよな。
へへへへ、分かってるじゃない。私さ、どうして男に生まれなかったのかなって思う時あるよ。
女でよかったな。男だったらもうとっくに殺してる。
Uh-huh.
今のうちに殺しといた方がいいよ。
Let's not do the foreshadowing bit now, can we?
じゃないとケイちゃん死んで後悔することになるから。
I would take that warning seriously. I'm just saying. Mion laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everybody laughed heartily along with her.
来世では神様に男にしてもらえるように頼めよ。
I'm not touching any of the obvious bits about this with the 10-foot pole, thank you very much.
俺も男にしてもらうから。
そしたらケイちゃんと組んで軽く全国制覇から始めようかね。
Neon-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. A lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things.
じゃあね。今日は最高に楽しかった。またねみんな。明日学校で。
バイト遅刻すんなよ。
Everybody waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting and the breeze carried a hint of chill.
もうちょっと街で遊んでいく？それとも帰るかな？暗くなると道が怖いですよ。では引き上げ時ですわね。今日は本当にいっぱい騒ぎましたわ。
Yes, yes you did.
そうだな。よっしゃ。帰ろうぜ。
The wind blew gently as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I really didn't mind.
そうそう。レナさん圧勝でございましたわね。
レナがああなっちゃ悪いけど誰にも勝ち目はないな。
だってすごい可愛いカルタだったんだもの。
And that green car, I'm assuming that's meant to look like a cross street or something like that. But it just kind of looks like a car decided it needed to back up and turn around. So it backed into a driveway or something.
ほら、買っちゃったんだよ。
Oh, you bought yourself a pack of those cards, huh?
リカも相
That
変わらず
we
ですわ。
obviously do not get to see.
リカにかかれば男どもなんて赤子の手をひねるようなものですわね。楽勝だったのです。
どこまで計算づくでどこまでが天然なのか。リカちゃんの行く末が実に怖いな。
さとこちゃんだってすごかったね。最後は大盛り上がりだったよ。褒められるようなゲームではありませんでしたよ。ケイチも最後はとうとう牙を剥きましたです。
まあな。
You could say that.
俺は追い詰められてからが強い男なんだ。
Uh-huh.
富田さんたちなんだかすっごく応援してましたけど、何ですかしらね。富田と岡村に何か約束してましたです。きっと内緒話なのですよ。
Yeah, you could say that.
内緒話、内緒話。なんだろうね、なんだろうね。
男には時に戦いを通じてしか語り合えないものがあるんだよ。
Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. No lies or secrets, all there is now is baseball bat. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents and reflected on how fun today was.
見てごらんなさいませ。夕日が綺麗でございますわよ。
Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed. Waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. There are also messages. You should listen very closely to those, Keiichi. I'm just saying. That was a long section of game. We have a new tip. Who's Mion's uncle? Let's look at the tips. Oh yeah, the game of life. There we go. Are these voiced? Oh, they're animated a little bit too. Yep, they are voiced.
今日はさ、急におじさんの店のバイトが入っちゃってさ。
なんだなんだ。じゃあ今日の部活はお流れってわけか。
いや申し訳ない。
Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned.
そんなに部活がやりたかったら、おじさん抜きでやってもいいけど。部活ロッカーにゲームがいっぱい入ってるからさ。どれか適当に選んで。
The club locker was the trans-dimensional space from which Mion pulled games whenever we met for club activities. I wondered how so many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than the one with the cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects, costumes, for punishment games. If we lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom.
やめとく。俺がいじったらロッカーの中身がドサドサって溢れてきそうな気がするよ。
そうだね。素人は手を出さない方が無難かもしれない。
Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president.
みー、先生が体育倉庫の鍵を探してますですよ。
For now.
心当たりはありませんですか？
あれ？私職員室に返せなかったっけ？
Mion said, feeling about in her pocket. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket.
ほら、やっぱりミオンさんですのよ。私、絶対そうだと確信してたでございますわ。
This is what F10 does, by the way. F10 just, puts up your hotkeys and such. Wonder if alternative voice is English.
僕も大正解なのですよ。さとこと一緒に大正解なのです。
I don't know. Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration.
やかましい。
Mion elbowed Satoko and Rika-chan in their heads, and then headed for the teacher's lounge.
あ、そうだ。二人とも聞いたか？今日はミオン、バイトがあるから部活はお休みだとさ。
Oh well. I don't see background music. Let's see. Oh well. I will mess with that, you know, in the time before the next stream and see if I can find anything special here. Hey, 50 blessings.
あら、そうなんですの？それはつまらないでございますわね。み
The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the number one thing I looked forward to in going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with their melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today.
ミオンってバイトをやってるんだよな。あいつ一体何のバイトをしてるんだ？
Whenever Mion canceled a club, it was usually because of her job. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job.
別に決まったお店でお勤めをしてるわけではないのです。
決まってないってことは、じゃあ日雇いってことなのか？
Mion, wearing socks and a helmet, sweating to death in a factory. I couldn't imagine such a thing.
ミオさんはおじさんの店にお休みが出たりすると応援に駆けつける便利屋さんなんだそうですわ。
ああ、なるほどな。そういえばおじさんのとこでバイトなんて話、前にも聞いたことがあるような気がする。
お店を持ってるおじさんがいっぱいいるので、ミーは引っ張りだこなのです。
She has a lot of uncles who own shops? A lot of them?
あら、ケイイチさんはご存知ありませんの？沖宮にはミオンさんの親戚の方がやってるお店って結構いっぱいありますのよ。
へえ、それは知らなかった。そんなにいろいろあるのか？
ええ、パン屋さんとか八百屋さんとかラーメン屋さんとか、他にもまだまだ。あの部活をやったおもちゃ屋さんもそうなんですよ。
I was dumbfounded. That's amazing.
ミオンの一族って何気に詳細があるんじゃないのか？それだけいろいろあるってのもなんだかすごいよな。
他にも金融業とか不動産業とかアパレル産業とかアミューズメント産業とかいろいろやってると言ってますです。
Okay, a couple of weird things came up that time, but still. I could tell it was pretty extensive.
あいつに物を借りると妙に返却期限にうるさいのは金融業者さんの血が流れてるからか。納得納得。
ミーに100億長者ゲームを借りたことをコロリと忘れてしまったら、リアルで100億長者ゲームをプレイさせたるどと凄まれましたのです。
How? Rika-chan playing a real-life billionaire game. I get the feeling she'd claw her way up to a position as an IT billionaire.
リアルに100億長者ゲームをプレイなんてなかなかに愉快そうですわね。
Satoko, huh? She'd probably end up amassing grudges and bitterness from people before meeting her demise. Well, that seemed fitting for her. Rika-chan and I gave her a pat on the head.
なぜ撫でられるんですの？さとこはいい子さんですから、なでなでなのです。
God damn it, Rika. Satoko was lost in confusion, but she seemed to understand she was being made fun of. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be back in a few minutes. Enjoy some music.